I lost 180 pounds on a meat-focused way of eating, and here's what I ate today. Okay, you guys, I can't do the whole thing, but what I can say, the lunch menu, it's grilled chicken, baked ham, sweet potatoes, mixed veggies, garden salad, and dinner rolls. So I've got my taco bowl and my ground beef right here, so that's what I'm gonna eat for my lunch. Yes, I've eaten some nuts. Shut up. Well, y'all, I done been to Jefferson City and back. I'm so excited. I don't have anything that names where I work at, so I'm gonna show you something that I ordered because I want to be able to have longer nails. And I saw these on Amazon. They're little letters that you stick to your keyboard, and then you can. It's not like those up there, but it's all the letters and numbers. So I'm super stoked. Anyway, I brought this home because I'm off tomorrow. It's Thursday, and I'm off tomorrow, and I'm off Monday. So I brought my work laptop home. Listen, we're going to talk about what I ate. Just hang on. But in the meantime, I'm cooking up 3 eggs. That's about 3 pieces of jerky. I'm going to throw a piece of cheese on it, but I got to wait till it's done. So I'll see you when it's done. So just slow down. I'll get there. It was a day and a half, y'all. But on the bright side, look at the babies. He wants something so bad. So I'll give you cookies. Because, they eat their breakfast. When I left, they eat at 4 o'clock in the morning. And so I didn't get home to feed them till about, definitely after 6. Baxter's wanting his special stuff, but we're not getting him this special stuff. That's this stuff. Oh, okay. Just a little. Hey, boy, easy. All right, that's it. Now, you even had it before we went to bed, boy. So, all right. Anyway, I'll see you all when we go eat. Hang on. You can't tell me I got a little head. Look at this big old head. Well, pow! A palm head. That's all right. So listen, I got 3 eggs. That's what I told y'all. 3 eggs, a piece of cheese. Got some bacon on there. And I got 3 of those dehydrated pieces of sizzle steak. How to even begin? So I got up at 4. Listen, y'all are just going to have to deal with me talking and making sounds. Oh, I'm having this, but we're having these. Because I bought them to eat up there and I didn't eat them. Why? Because I was eating everything else. We'll get there. So I'm going to eat one though right now. It's the pizza flavor. That's on the newer side, I think. At least it's new to my Walmart. Four net carbs. Oh, you guys, my mom is so dadgum cute. She told y'all my sister's coming to town. Well, Mom's been working on what she's going to make for us to eat. She said, now I won't eat her chicken and dumplings. She's going to make some chicken and dumplings. That's fine. I'll bring my food. Depends on what day of like if it's tomorrow, I may not go because I got pool and I'll see how the day works. But anyway, and then she said she bought some, like a prepackaged fajita. It has chicken and onions and peppers. And then she found some low carb tortilla shells because my sister evidently told her she's trying not to eat sugar. So my mom was on a mission. She got some low carb tortilla shells and she's like, well, honey, I was looking at the chip in the chip aisle, and these chips, they only have like 6 total carbs for a serving. I'm like, all right. I said, well, I'll bring mine because I I don't want them around the house because we know me as somebody who does have a binge eating problem. I don't need them. I don't want them to stay in my house. I'll just sit and eat 5 bags. And so I'm eating 1 now, and then I'll have 3 bags. But anyway, so yeah. So she's so cute. And then she was telling me how she went to this restaurant in town, and they have a cauliflower crust pizza. She's just a thoughtful. She's a mess. She's our Judy, but she's a messy Judy. But anyway, so I thought that was cute. So she's looking out for what she can have for me and my sister. Okay, so that's that. Now, the drive up, we left at 5 o'clock this morning. In the past, we've left later and got there earlier than we got there today. There was so much construction before we got to St. Louis and after St. Louis. Y'all. So when we go up 55, get on to 270. We hop off on 4064 and get on 70. Go all the way to Kingdom City and then go down to Jeff City. That's fine. Well, my phone kept trying to take me a different way because there was so much traffic. Like, when I first started, it said it was going to take 4 hours, and then all the other ways says 3.5 hours. So I'm like, oh, that don't look good, but maybe it was an error. Maybe something's wrong. So she'd be like, turn off here. I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. So I didn't listen to her and got there the way that I know. And then on the way back, she was trying to get us to come back a different way too. And I'm like, no. But it took over 4 hours to get up there. And because there was just so much construction. Ugh. It was rough. We purposely leave Cape at 5 because usually by 2 hours we're up 55 and on to 270 before we like on the other side of St. Louis by 7 o'clock. So typically we're usually going away from the city as everybody's coming in. And then on our drive back, today we got out early. But anyway, so it was awful. It was long 4-hour drive. Suzanne had trouble sleeping last night, so she wasn't feeling perfect. But we made it there. They're in a temporary building. It had these really steep steps, and it was on a hill. And I don't know how to explain it, but you know when you go up steps inside of a building, they're just normal. But it's like I could feel the hill as I was going up these steps. And whenever we left, I was having to hold on to the rail. It was just so hard to get up and down. Anyway, so I went there. They had the food. It was ham and whatever kind of chicken. I read y'all the food. And it looked nice. It did. It looked nice. But you know me, a girl's going to eat what she's going to eat. And so on the drive up, I didn't have anything. When I got there, I made a protein pancake, 2 eggs, a splash of water, and a whole serving of protein powder. We're getting into the food now. On the drive up, my coffee had protein powder. So let's see. We're going 100, we'll say 120 calories for the protein powder in the coffee, on top of whatever I added to it. Let's just say 200 calories for my coffee this morning. Then we had my protein pancake. That's another 120. Then each egg is about 100. So probably about, anyway, a lot. So anyway, and then once we got there, I was like, you know, you have to be there and you have to stay awake and you have to stay focused and all that construction, and my innards were like, huh. And I take 2 Pepto every time as soon as I wake up in the morning, because my stomach gets all, you know, fidgety when we take these trips, and a lot of times I get the diarrhea. But anyway, I didn't today because I took 2 Pepto. So yeah, so I did that. So I ate my protein pancake, and I nibbled on some nuts, and then we ate my food. And my plan was to eat these chips with it, but I was getting full because of the nuts. And then my lunch, and then after they've had. This is why I say I take my own food, and even though I eat more of my food, I can walk away with my head held high and be proud of myself. They had afterwards they had brownies, cookies, like blondie kind of brownies, just all they ran to Walmart and got a whole bunch of like desserts. And a couple pies, I think. And so I feel like, yeah, my nuts had more calories. My protein shakes had more calories. But I didn't have to get triggered. And I don't feel like I'm sent onto a binge. I see it looks like a reflection of a car right there. But that ain't a car. Oh, okay, so that's the reflection of my lamp, that lamp. And then that little swoop right there, that's a fan blade. That's the reflection. Anyway, from my light right here. Squirrel! Oh, y'all. Long day. So anyway, either way, like I said, I didn't eat any of the sugar stuff. I ate only stuff that I brought. So then, on their drive back, we were both just ready to get home. So I poured it on. I had my pedal to the metal, and we made it to the other side of St. Louis. On this side of St. Louis, and then we pulled over at Peevely to go to the bathroom. So we pulled into I don't think it was a Love's. Phillips 66 maybe, whatever it was. We went, and then we didn't have to. Neither of us bought anything to eat. No, she bought. I don't remember what she bought. She bought something, but Lord knows I had enough nuts, so I didn't eat anything. So I nibbled on the nuts on the drive, and that helped because. While we weren't in the bumper-to-bumper traffic on the way back, because of the construction, there's a lot of congestion. So we got on to 55, and it's so funny. Like when you hit 55, it's kind of like everybody scatters. And so anyway, I was able to like relax, and I was holding my hands on the vents from my air conditioner. My hands were just like so tired. So anyway, that was the day. Good day. Learned a lot. They talked about high blood pressure and cardiac disease, and a program they're working on their end, and I think nationally they have that 988 number, and so there was a guy who was talking about it, and God love him. He's literally hang on, I'm looking for hang on, I gotta get tweezers. Today was literally his last day. And one of the speakers couldn't make it. So the lady in charge of our meeting, she went up to this guy and said, "Hey, can you give a talk, 30-minute talk?" She said she had to tell him 30 minutes because he gets long-winded. And so he talked to us about the 988 number, which is I think that's so cool. And something they were saying, which is fascinating, is that it's based off of your general location if you have one of the major area codes. Or if you have AT&T, anyway, the top three phone lines. He said that those, they go by your like your location. So if you're in Missouri but you have a phone number that's Illinois, then it's gonna pick up wherever your location is. If you have one of those three major phone lines, but if you don't, then it goes by your area code. So say you live in Missouri, or you used to live in Missouri, now you live in Illinois. But what they try to do is figure out where a person's phone number is, or where a person is, so that way it's like area specific or state specific. So 988, that's pretty cool. You know, if somebody's got a lot going on and they don't want to, you know, they're not in crisis. I think it's a warm line. Or is it crisis? I can't remember. Look, don't hold me accountable. Also, we're nicotine patch today. I know. It took me about 2 months to wean off of it. I know. But I needed the focus. I needed the active brain, and I am so thankful I did. So, for those those of you who are new, for my own experiment, do not do this. I am a nurse, but I'm not your nurse. You consult your physician, and don't just do something because Terri does it, and don't just do something because anybody does it. I hate that. You know, we see people on the YouTube and whatever, and we're like, oh, they're eating this way. I'm going to try it too. Oh, they buy this thing. I'm going to buy it too. We need to make sure we stop doing that. We're going to run ourselves into more debt than we already are, or hurt ourselves health-wise. Anyway, so back to me. I had long COVID. I had COVID in 2020. And my taste buds and sense of smell changed. I was having phantom smells. So I saw a research that I found online, and they were talking about using the nicotine patch to help for long COVID. And again, you do the research yourself. Don't do what I do. And so I tried it for myself, and it worked. So, but I have a very sensitive body. Like getting off just my blood pressure medicine took 2 months. So to get off the nicotine patch, it took 2 months too. Probably about a month and a half. But anyway, and that's okay. But it also has been, some people have found that it helps their ADHD and some like cravings for food. That didn't happen, I can tell you that much. So that didn't help me with that part. However, it did help my ADHD brain, and it did help my sense of smell come back. So anyway, so I popped one on today because I knew I needed to be alert. I knew I needed to be focused. I knew I was so sleepy, getting up at 4 dadgum o'clock in the morning. So yeah, so that's what I know. All right, you people, Diane Keaton. All right, isn't that the Keatons, that family on the Family Ties? Who remembers that show? I'm showing my age, y'all. Family Ties. I think the last name Michael P. Keaton was the son's name. Anyway, all right, so you know what I know, and we're all in the loop. I love you people. Tomorrow's going to be different. I don't know how it's going to go down. I don't know when my sister's getting here or whatever, but I'll show you what I show you. Bye.